Good evening. All areas of the Republic received some precipitation over the past 24 hours, but it was mainly in the form of rain. There was some light snow up in the mountains late last night and early this morning. By sunrise, that precipitation had ended in the northwest, but the rain ended completely over the Republic by about 2 this afternoon. The next few days promise to be precipitation-free, and with that in mind, let's turn to the satellite photo from earlier today. This photo from 9 o'clock this morning shows the frontal system that finally brought the break in the cloud cover to the northwest of the Republic, still at 9 o'clock this morning. Again, that frontal system was starting to break apart as that high-pressure system shown to the northwest up over the southeastern areas of the Soviet Union, starting to push down. Again, that frontal system will break up a little bit as that high continues to push towards the southeast, and the cloud cover across the Republic will begin to dissipate, again, as that high-pressure system builds in. Now for a look at the weather across the rest of Asia today. A lot of precipitation on today's map, and as we get into springtime, well, we see a more weather, so to speak, across the map there, anywhere from snow up in Vladivostok, afternoon high of 34 under cloudy skies. Clark Air Base a little bit cooler today, only up to 85 under cloudy skies and light rain. Thunderstorm activity at Taiwan today up to 61. And now for a look at the temperatures across the Republic. The nation's low this morning, 32 out at Taebaek Range, or Pilsung Range up at Taebaek Mountain, and the afternoon high of 61 up at Camp Stanley. Other afternoon highs, 54 in the capital city of Seoul, Suwon up to 54, and Camp LaGuardia to 58. And now for a look at tonight's weather forecast. We can expect clear to fair skies in the north as that high pressure cell begins building down. Skies in the south will remain partly to mostly cloudy, but cloud cover will dissipate through the evening hours. Winds out of the northwest to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Evening lows dropping into the mid-20s to low 30s in the north, and the low to upper 30s in the south, and the upper 30s to low 40s on Jeju-do. Seoul cooling to 29 degrees, Jeju to 41, Camp Casey to 26, and Camp Long down to 28. And for tomorrow, sunrise will be at 6:31 in the forecast, partly to mostly sunny skies, northwest winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Daytime highs still quite spring-like, mid-40s to low 60s, Seoul reaching 55, Camp Casey 61, and Camp Long up to 58. And the outlook for Thursday, continued partly to mostly sunny skies, possibility some morning fog though on Thursday. Daytime highs mid-40s to low 60s. Seoul should reach 58. Mark?
Good enough, Al. Thanks a lot.
Sure enough.
We'll see you again tomorrow.
Good evening. In just 1 hour this afternoon, the skies went from bright and sunny to gray and cloudy here in the northwest. The saying, wait a few minutes and the weather will change, sure held true today. The cloudy skies at this hour had pushed as far south as Kunsan and as far southeast as Daegu. Light snow has already fallen here in the north, but right now it has tapered off. And through the rest of tonight, we could still see a few periods of some light snow, particularly in the north. A weak frontal system is pushing through the Republic at this hour, and with that in mind, let's turn to the satellite photo from earlier today. The photo from 3 o'clock this afternoon shows a frontal system to the north and west of the Republic. It is that frontal system that is now pushing through the nation. Now, ahead of that front, or slightly to the south of it, there's a black dashed line. Now, that's a surface trough that initially brought the cloudy skies here to the Republic earlier today. That trough has moved east of the Republic, and again, it is that frontal system that is now pushing through the nation. Behind that frontal system, a strong high-pressure cell located over central area of Mongolia will build southeastward over the next 48 hours, and as it does, well, we should see the return of mostly sunny skies to the Republic, but the possibility exists tomorrow afternoon for some snow flurries to push in off the Yellow Sea along the west coastal area, so there will be still a flaky prediction as far as snow for the western areas of the Republic tomorrow. Now for a look at the weather around the rest of Asia today. Well, not a bad day overall. Again, most days aren't bad overall, but snow was reported today. Misawa Air Base up to 28 under cloudy skies and snow. They do get a lot of snow up in that area of Japan. And Shanghai, for a change, well, they lost the snow. It changed over to rain today as their temperature warmed up to 46 degrees. Taiwan, cloudy, cool, and 64 for an afternoon high. Clark Air Base, the hot spot once again with partly sunny skies today. A little bit cooler, though, 87 for an afternoon high. And now for a look at the Republic's temperatures. The low temperature in the nation this morning was 5 degrees out of Pilsung Range, and they tied their low from yesterday. For tomorrow morning, they should be a little bit warmer as the cloud cover will ensure the temperatures don't drop as low. Afternoon temperatures across the Republic, well, they weren't as warm in the northwest today as they were yesterday, but down south they did warm an extra degree or two. Jeju-do up to 50 degrees today. They were the hot spot. Here in Seoul, we only warmed up to 38. And now for a look at tonight's forecast. Well, On this slide here, we see we got mostly cloudy to cloudy skies across the nation. Again, there is a chance for some light snow on and off through the northern part of the Republic tonight. Low temperatures will only drop into the mid-20s to mid-30s on the peninsula and into the upper 30s to mid-40s on Chejudo. Seoul's expected low is 28 degrees, for Camp Page 26, and Daegu 34. And for tomorrow, we can expect partly to mostly sunny skies, and snow showers shown on the photo there. Well, that will be tomorrow afternoon, particularly in the western portions of the Republic, as some cold wind begins to blow across the Yellow Sea and kick up some snow flurries for the western areas of the nation. Wind tomorrow will be out of the west to the northwest at 5 to 15 miles per hour, with gusts up to 25, and daytime highs into the upper 20s to low 40s on the peninsula and into the mid-40s on Chejudo. Seoul's expected high is 36 degrees, for Camp Page 35, and Camp Humphreys 37. And the outlook for Saturday, well, we should see mostly sunny skies across the nation as high pressure finally does build in over the Republic. Daytime highs may be a little bit warmer, Seoul probably at 38, not a whole lot of change, but the rest of the weekend's looking fairly nice. It'll be a little bit cool during the evening hours, but afternoon highs should be generally in the 30s on Sunday. So not much of a weather maker right now, but the latest that we have as far as the snow lovers out there, we have a more likelihood of snow beginning, it looks like Tuesday night. So keep your fingers crossed.
How does Sunday look, by the way? You've got us caught up on Saturday. Any change?
Sunday, that high pressure system will be moving east of the Republic, and as it does, we'll get a warmer airflow from the southwest. So conditions will be warming up. It should be just right for snowing. The snow shouldn't really melt. It'll be in the mid-30s and such. Should make for some fairly decent skiing, and if you want to get out and do anything else, it should be nice for that also.
Great. Sounds good. Thanks a lot, Al.
Sure enough.
We'll see you later.